I'm Emily, this is Billy. We are wanting to show our dedication to this community as a thing that we are a part of, that we love. Mm-hmm. He's been involved since we're considered, oh my God, Julian just told us this name.
We're DDRP members.
DDRP?
You know how there's AARP? I'm a certified DDRP member since the year 2000.
That is so good. So we're part of the elder, DDR class.
So I'm a sculptor. He's in tech. He's an engineer. And so we're like merging our passions together. But we have both our DDR players too.
Yeah.
He's way better. I can play like a 7.
This is kind of our way of trying to find and document the energy that we really feel is so important.
Nice PLC.
Share with the wider world why this community is really unique and important, special as a subculture, as a niche that seems like it has weathered a lot of different storms and has become something that means a lot to people because of this fabric of community that is cultivated by being in person with people.
It is unique. I mean, there's no game like it. It's super unique. I wish more people played the game. I hope I can inspire more people to play it just by people watching me play or whatever.
Yeah.
The community we're cool. The one thing I get a lot, especially from newer players, people who don't or aren't in the social media circles, is because they always ask me so how is the actual community? Where do I start? That's the beauty about this community. Everybody is so willing to help you get put your foot in the door. Okay, what level did you usually play at? Where do you usually play at? There's bound to be somebody who goes to the arcade with you, who you can meet. And there's a lot of overlap with different communities too. If you're into one thing, chances are somebody else who plays DDR is also into it. Mm-hmm. So it's very easy to meet people with common interests. I've met a lot of people who have the exact same hobbies that I do from playing DDR.
I got this analogy thinking about heavy metals. Tungsten is a very heavy metal. Mm-hmm. You've got a ball that's the same size as aluminum ball. The DDR community is the tungsten ball. It's the smaller, denser, more juggernaut community that means so much to people in comparison to maybe a community of the same size that doesn't have this emotional connection, this human experience connection that we feel when we are in this space together.
Welcome everybody to Last Card out here over at Red Note Gaming. Biggest shout outs to Red Note Gaming out here in Las Vegas, Nevada. To the right of me, we got amazing matches happening right now. If you're not watching the streams over at Red Note Gaming or SoCal DDR, I don't know what y'all are missing, but you're missing good ass DDR. And all you guys out on stream, I see you guys. We're doing it for you guys too.
There's a lot of different game communities, esports, that are fostered by being online. Discord and Twitch are great things for those communities, and we were really deeply impacted, I think, as a community by COVID.
Right.
Because it is so much about not just the physical health, but also about the mental health and about the social, the emotional health.
A lot of people actually found blessings in disguise with the pandemic closing down because they bought their pads and they had no excuse not to just play at home all day that they wanted, and a lot of people got really, really, really good.
The level of play, I feel keeps going up. So many people are getting so good. I am so grateful that the community has been flourishing over the last year. Yes. We hung in there through COVID. We bided our time. Yes. Some of us who are fortunate enough could play at home or play at their friend's place if they're within the bubble. And
stare at USM videos on your phone and step sadly in your living room.
Yeah. But then once everything reopened, it's instead of just kind of no-lifing and becoming a degen and just playing at home and grinding, they're no, things are open. Instead of just doing that, I care more about the community aspect of just playing with friends. So they could, if they wanted to be more competitive, just stay home and just play there with no interruptions. But instead, they're I don't want to go back to the lockdowns. It's I need to be in arcades. Even if we're not trying to win tournaments, it's we take it seriously enough that we find ourselves studying charts at home. We challenge each other to get new personal bests all the time. Yeah, DDR is what brought us together, but it's no longer the reason we're friends. These are people that I talk to on at this point, daily basis, and usually nothing's DDR related. Mm-hmm. If any of us quit the game, it's we still want to be friends with each other. That's just a minor aspect of the friendship.
A lot of them were already friends in the Life 4 Discord. They threw me a welcome party my first day at the arcade, and we've just been doing so many things together ever since. It's we've known each other our whole lives. We don't just do DDR together. We go to the amusement park, we go hiking, we go climbing, and it's really just a found family that loves to step on arrows.
We were really worried that we weren't going to be able to find a community like that. So, like, you know, COVID was pretty rough on us, and it was very difficult on the community that we were living in.
Yeah.
We decided to move out here. And we met them like within like a month of coming out here, and they had just only started hanging out within like the last like month or two. And we go out to dinner with them now, and like there's these small micro communities, very like that density of the subculture that creates that relationship. And so we've got that out here now, and it's like it's the best. It's what's I think driving us to want to like honor the community because it has touched so much.
When we come to these events, I'm coming to see these people. I'm not really coming for the DDR. DDR is kind of like the secondary thing. It's just like seeing old friends that I haven't seen in months or sometimes years. These events just drawing people from various parts of the country, amazing for that. Like, yo, I met you at some other event a year ago. Like, how are you doing? And just catch up with them.
Hear my voice, clap twice. Hear my voice, clap twice. Start like squatting and kneeling.
Hey, what the hell?
There's too many of you. I'll post it. All right, 1, 2, 3.
Alex, get in here. Come on.
Have you met people that you feel like are like lifelong friends at this point?
I actually do. That's the crazy thing. Like, circumstances happen, and like you meet some cool people that you would never have met otherwise.
Right.
And you just realize, like, yo, we actually have a lot of things in common, or like your vibes are just so cool that like I just want to be friends with you in general.
You guys gotta give it for the card draw, guys. Thank you guys for keeping everything fluid, and thank you for directing everyone where they need to go.
There's 4 walls, couple dance games, but it's all of you.
This is only the beginning for SoCal DDR. We're gonna keep going, and we're not gonna stop. We're gonna keep having events here in Vegas. We're gonna go all over. You guys keep coming, and we want to keep giving you guys these events. So thank you guys.
Concludes.
People were way more into it. Like, it was like way deeper than surface level, like way more than we expected. Now we're inspired. We want to go to like Mistake on the Lake because there's just way more here than could fit in just like a documentary. You know what I'm saying?
We're talking about doing like a YouTube series of conversations about a lot of different topics. It's meant so much for us, for physical and mental.
The guy holding up the sign that just said like go both players. Like that was incredible.
Super wholesome for sure.
You can't grow past what can fit into a space with DDR, and that creates a sense of community that I feel like fosters that intensity of like the interpersonal relationships with people. The more that we can have these individualistic sort of conversations and see each other as being like human beings all having an experience together, bound together by the love for this game, it's powerful.
Yeah, I mean, this community needs more exposure, so I think any sort of documentary series would be like so good.
Really great seeing you perform, both of you guys. Congratulations. Who you?
Who, me?
That's very cool. Congratulations.
Oh, this is awesome.
Thank you. Yeah, this has been great.
It was such a pleasure talking with you.
Nice.
Yep. That was a great conversation.
We were talking about the sound of stepping on the pads.
Oh, yeah, it's lit.
It's like infection. Oh, it's the best. It's so good.
Tell me about it.
Yeah, you wanna hop in on this?
I'm so bad with interviews. Like, this could be your interview. So there's a Google form with these questions on it.
Nice to answer them.
I appreciate it.
Yeah,
I appreciate you
also a
guys.
legend. You need to do it.
I just go by Spencer.
Oh, okay. What season was before you dropped? Third?
Third, yeah.
Yeah, he was 13. Goddamn.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
I'm Emily.
Going to
Billy. We're gonna be going to tournaments.
We going to Ohio? I want to now. If you asked me 4 days ago, I would have said no, but here we are.
Yeah, here we are. We're gonna have to get permission to come in, but we'll see.
So anybody that's in this room, tacos at that restaurant down there.
I think it's going to be really cool. I'm hoping that we make you guys proud.